going, Andrea? Class is that way. Are you bringing your dog? I don't think the teacher would like that.
No, Alex, I've decided it's too nice of a day to sit in class learning about all those people in the Bible who lived so long ago. I've decided it'd be much more fun to go down to the river and jump the stones.
That's a pretty good idea. Let's go.
Look how high the river is today, Alex.
Yep, there's been a lot of rain lately. Be careful, those stones are going to be pretty slippery.
Yeah, I guess I better not get my good shoes wet.
Or your clothes either. But hey, let's jump over this stone.
Oh no, I've lost my hold on Toby and he just jumped into the river.
I'm coming to get you, Andrea.
Who are those strange creatures? And what's that covering their entire body?
I don't know, but they look something like you and me, except smaller, of course.
Oh, hello. We were looking for my dog, Toby. He got swept downstream and we tried following him.
Maybe he came ashore here.
Why, no, we thought we were the only creatures on this earth, except for an evil snake who keeps offering us an apple.
But it looks so delicious. I'm so tempted.
We can eat anything we want here in the trees and bushes, except for one, which is the apple tree, so please do not touch it.
Don't worry, I already had my breakfast.
Then we can enjoy the beauty as we do each day at this time. The beauty of the forest, the streams and flowers too, makes us both very grateful to be alive, it's true. The rain comes down and washes the earth and fills the seas. We drink its warm, sweet nectar, seek shelter under trees. And when the sun is shining, we feel so warm and sweet. From head and arms and shoulders to legs and toes and feet, we smell the flowers' fragrance, the fruit and berries taste. We are so very happy to live in such a place.
Oh, you're absolutely right. It's very beautiful here.
But where is the snake you were talking about?
I have just found a delicious furry dinner that was swept down the stream right to me.
Hey, that's Toby. Give him back. I couldn't let you eat him.
I'm sure you can find something else to eat. He's her pet.
Pet? Pet? What is a pet?
A pet is an animal that we live with and we love very much.
Yeah, give it back to them. You have plenty to eat here.
Yes, I'll fix you some tasty flowers and fruit.
How about the fruit from the apple tree?
Yes, only if you give him back.
Well, I might let him go if Andrea can guess who we are from the Old Testament in the Bible. I know she missed class today, so she probably won't know us. And I'll win.
Oh no, I don't think I can do it.
Of course you can, Andrea. Just think about the first lesson we had.
No help from you, young man.
Can't you have any help? What about the boys and girls watching?
Yeah, let them help.
All right, but only those under 12. The rest of you are too smart.
Oh, thank you. Do you know who this is? Oh, yes, you're Adam and Eve, and you're the snake.
Great, Andrea, you did it. Now give us back the dog.
Just a minute. That was too easy to guess. Even for a girl who doesn't know her classes. Let me see. I must make this more difficult. I know. You must continue on downstream until you guess 9 more characters from the Old Testament Bible. Then maybe you can get a dog back.
No maybes. This better be all she has to guess. 9 more.
Yes, I promise that will be it. 9 more. I know she'll never guess them, and I'll have the tasty little morsel for my dinner.
I have the help from the boys and girls watching.
You can do it, Andrea. I know you can.
Okay, now what do we have to do?
Back down the stream you go, and you'll find out.
Good luck. Our wishes are with you.
What a big boat you're making.
Why do you have a boat here in the middle of the desert?
Come see my animals. I'm getting them together 2 by 2. There's plenty of room for you here also among the animals.
Oh, we can't stay, even though I love animals. And I really miss my dog, Toby.
You miss your dog? There's room for you to come join our crew. We're getting ready to sail.
No, she can't do that. She just has to guess who you are in order to get her dog back.
Well, that shouldn't be hard. Who am I?
I should know with this boat and all those animals. Do you know? Yes, of course. You're Noah, and this is the ark.
Right, Andrea? That makes 2. 2 from 10 is 8. 8 more, and you'll get Toby back from that terrible snake.
Snake? I don't have one of those. I need to get a pair. Where is he?
I'm afraid he's upstream, and he'd be hard to capture. Besides, we can't help you. We have to find some others to guess.
Good luck with those animals. Looks like there may be a storm coming up.
Yes, there's a huge storm coming and a flood. Are you sure you don't want to come and go with us? Come ride with me aboard my happy ship. I guarantee we'll have a stormy trip. But when the storm ends, the sunshine you will see. All will be well for us. Come ride with me.
Thank you, but we'll be quite safe anyway. We'll just be on our way.
Bye, guys.
Oh my, I've never seen a man with such long hair before.
No, as a matter of fact, I've never cut my hair before in my life. It's the secret of my strength.
Your strength? Are you strong?
I can tear ropes that bind me, slay entire armies if I have to, and in the future, buildings may fall because of me. That is, if Delilah, my beloved, doesn't tell the secret.
What secret?
I can't trust anyone but the one that loves me. I have just told her my secret, and I'm sure that she won't tell anyone else.
What will happen if she does tell someone?
Then I am doomed. I have already drank from the vine and slayed a lion, both of which are forbidden.
I think I know who you are and what your secret is. Do you know? Yes, you are Samson, and all of your strength is in your hair. But beware of Delilah, for she might cut your hair when you are sleeping.
Oh no, I trust her completely.
I'm not so sure you should, but we have to move on, Andrea. So, you've done 3 already. 3 from 10 is 7. Only 7 left.
Okay, Alex, let's march. We will rescue Toby. We march to make him free. We will never waver till we have victory. We will show that nasty snake that he can't win this time. Forward into the unknown, but we will surely shine.
What are you doing?
I'm building a ladder. It's in honor of our Lord. The ladder will go from here on earth all the way up to heaven.
Oh my, how far will it have to be? I can't see all the way up there.
Well, When I'm finished, you can climb up on it and see.
Oh, I think I remember a song about this. Do you know who this is? Yes, you're Jacob, and this is your ladder.
Right, Andrea. That makes 4. 4 from 10 is 6. Only 6 left.
We are climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. What a beautiful coat you have. Where did you get it?
My father gave it to me, but my brothers became so jealous of me and this coat that they were going to kill me. But instead, they just sold me into slavery for 20 pieces of silver.
How mean of them to do that?
What happened that you escaped?
I was taken down to Egypt as a slave and thrown into prison later. But while there, I was able to explain the dreams of some of the other prisoners.
Where did you learn to do that?
I don't know, but I just could.
That's a marvelous gift.
When the Pharaoh, the king of the land, heard of my wondrous gift for interpreting dreams, I was allowed out of prison to interpret one of his.
Which one was it?
It was a huge famine, and all the cattle and crops would die from lack of water. And then the people would run out of food, and they would all die. After I warned him, the Pharaoh convinced the people to hoard their foodstuffs and to save their grain, so that when the famine did come, they would be able to keep themselves fed.
That's wonderful that you were able to save their lives. But what about your father and brothers? Will they all die?
Well, I'm on my way there now to find them and to see if I can help them.
Why would you do that when they treated you so badly?
Because I've forgiven them. If they hadn't sold me into slavery, I never would have met the Pharaoh. I never would have become his prime minister. Wondrous things have happened to me. I have been close to the King. Oh, my life is full, I'm grateful. I am singing, I can sing. My brothers, they are hungry and they're poor. I will help them and forgive them, so they'll live and love, I'm sure.
Do you know who this is? Oh yes, you're Joseph, and this is your beautiful coat.
That's right, Andrea. I've been counting. So you've got 5 so far, and 5 out of 10 is 5. We're halfway there.
Halfway where?
It's a long story, but we had to guess who you are to get my dog back. And now we have to guess 5 more. Bye, Joseph, and thank you for teaching us how to forgive. Oh, why look, Alex. It's Tiny Baby. Someone must have hidden him here.
I don't know why they would have done that. Such a sweet one.
We can't stay to take care of you, little one, but we will find where you come from and whom you belong to.
Well, who are you and where did you come from?
That doesn't matter right now. What matters is that we need to find a parent for this little baby.
Oh, poor thing. Where did you find him?
Here in the bulrushes, hidden away.
Ah, you know, the king has ordered that all male babies be killed immediately, as he fears that a savior has been born who will one day become the king.
Oh, that's terrible for him to do that.
It is, and that's probably why this little one was hidden away. But I can take him, and I'll find a place to hide him where no one will find him, and he can safely grow to manhood. Lullaby, my dear sweet one, sleep comes from above, while your dreams fill your head with a melody of love. Lay you down now and rest,
lovely song. Thank you for taking care of him. I'm sure you'll give him a great home. Now we must be going.
Wait, Andrea. You have to guess who he is.
Oh, I suppose that must be one of my guesses. That was so unexpected.
I think that's what the snake has in mind. I was hoping you'll get one.
Yeah. Now let me see. Do you know who this is? Oh yes, this is Moses, who will be a great leader of his people.
Really? Then that's what I shall call him, Moses. Moses has a nice ring to it.
Now thank you. We must be going now.
And I too.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Come on, Alex. Hello, sir. What are you doing with these stones?
I am going to slay Goliath with my sling and 5 smooth stones.
Goliath? Who's he?
Goliath taunts everyone. He is gigantic and heavily armed, with a sword, spear, and shield. However, I come from a family of great men, powerful and fearless, men of God, so I know I can do it, and God will be with me. My God leads me, so I know what I can do. He will be with me all the way and see me through.
Seems to me I remember the story. Do you remember? Oh yes, you're David.
Right, Andrea. That's 7. Let me see. 7 from 10 is 3. Only 3 left.
Okay, Alex, come on, let's go. I'm anxious to get my Toby back. Hello, sir. Why are you praying?
I have just been told that I am about to be cast into a den of hungry lions. I am praying for guidance and direction from my God.
Why would anyone want to do that to you?
King Darius has been tricked into making a law that says no one shall ask anything of God or man for the next 30 days, or he shall be cast into the den of hungry lions. Some of my enemies put the king up to this, knowing that I pray daily to give thanks before my God.
That's a terrible punishment to someone for praying.
Yes, and they have put the king up to this, knowing that I pray daily.
Couldn't the king take back the law for your sake?
I don't think so. My enemies have put him up to this. Children, before you go, will you please pray with me? I need help from God. Please pray with me to ask the king to change the law and set me free. I have not sinned, I should not pay for asking God to help, I pray.
Good luck to you, but before we go, Andrea must guess who you are.
Do you know who this is? Yes, you're Daniel.
Great, Andrea. That's 8 you've guessed. 8 from 10 is 2. Only 2 left, and then you can get Toby back.
Goodbye, Daniel. We wish you well.
Thank you, children, for praying with me.
Sad. Can we help?
Not really, for you see, I have lost everything I ever had, my wealth, position, and health. My children were burned to death in a terrible fire, and my wife tried to get me to curse God and die. Even my friends tried to tell me I must have sinned to deserve all this evil.
What terrible things have you done?
I've done nothing wrong. Good people sometimes have to suffer, and the wicked seem to have good things happen to them in this world.
You are so right. I didn't go to class today, and now I'm suffering for the loss of my dog, Toby.
Well, you must be faithful to God in spite of everything that happens to you, and you will be honored. Someday you will lose your dog for good when he dies, but for now you are just on trial. After all, who wouldn't serve God if he was promised a great deal of money and lots of good times?
That's true. Then everyone would.
We must have faith in God, and all will be well.
Faith of our fathers living still, in spite of dungeon, fire, and sword.
Of course, that's right. I can see it now. Thanks for your advice. And now I have to get my dog back. Do you know who this is? Yes, thank you. Now I remember. The man who lost everything. He must be Job.
Andrea, and now there's only one more left.
Thank you and goodbye. Maybe things will get better for you in the future.
Goodbye to both of you. Be careful on the rest of your journey.
We've come back to the river that's been streaming into the ocean. If we jump in, it might take us out to the ocean. That's a little scary.
Yeah, but I don't know what we can do. Journey can't end here. Maybe there's another one that you can guess out there.
All right, I think we have to try. Ready to jump in?
Okay, let's go.
Alex, where are we? I think we've been swallowed by something here in the ocean. It's so dark in here, but my eyes are slowly getting accustomed to it. There's someone else in here. Could it be Geppetto in the story Pinocchio? Don't be silly, Alex. That's not in front of the Old Testament Bible.
Oh, who are you, sir?
I've been praying for 3 days and 3 nights to get out of the belly of this whale, but nothing's happened. And then you two suddenly appear.
So it is a whale! How can we get out?
I do not know, but I do know this. I'm being punished.
What for?
The Lord commanded me to go and preach to the people of a great and wicked city in Assyria, but I didn't go to that city. Instead, as I was bathing in this great sea, I was swallowed by this great fish.
Oh my, I must guess who you are. This is my last one. Let me see. Do you know who this is? Please help me. Oh yes, of course. You're Jonah, and you were swallowed by this great big whale.
That's the 10th one, Andrea. Well, now you can get your dog back. But first we must figure out how to get out of the whale.
You mentioned the story Pinocchio. Didn't Geppetto light a fire to make the whale cough?
Yeah, that was it. But we don't have any matches.
Oh, well, we could tickle his belly. Maybe that'd make him sneeze.
That's a good idea.
Toby, you're back. Alex, we're home.
We are.
Have we ever left, or was it all just a dream?
If it was, I dreamt the same dream. Is that even possible?
We'd better go see if class is still in session.
Okay with me, but tie your dog up outside.
Andrea and Alex, you're late, but I'm glad you finally got here. I have a question for you, Andrea, to see if you've been doing your homework reading the Old Testament. Who said this? Whither thou goest, I will go.
Oh, I know this one. It was Ruth that said it to her mother-in-law, Naomi. And that's how I feel about my dog, Toby. Whether he goes, I will go, even to jump into the river.
Well, that is the right answer, but I certainly don't see what that has to do with your dog, Toby.
That makes 11.
An extra one. I'm getting pretty good. I didn't even need help from the boys and girls watching. I did it all by myself. You know, Alex, I like it here better than down at the river. I guess I won't miss class again.